Hello, YouTube. Let's talk about No Man's Sky. I saw some postings on Reddit this past weekend about people requesting refunds for No Man's Sky. Now, this mainly applies, what I'm going to say, to people in the US because that's what I'm familiar with for policies and such. I know I actually have a lot of visitors from Turkey and other countries, and that's awesome, but you may have some other buyer's protection in your country that doesn't apply here. So, I see people who have played this game for 40, 50, 60, 100 hours and feel they're obligated to a refund. If you're looking for a video on how to get a refund or for sympathy in getting your refund, at that point, you're in the wrong video. You've played this game for the span of probably 2 solid days. You knew an hour, 2 hours into this that this was not the game for you. You continue to play it, and now you're salty about it and you want money. So you want a free game. That's my perception. I'm inviting people who are in this situation to help me understand why you think you deserve a refund outside the boundaries of the refund policy at your point of purchase. And I'm particularly talking about Steam. I don't know what PSN's refund policy is anymore, or any of the other outlets, but I'm sure they're pretty similar, and I'm sure owning the game for several weeks and playing 100 hours of it, you're over whatever anybody's going to give you. So help me understand. How does that work in your mind? Let me say, at this point, I am no fan of Hello Games. I am no fan of No Man's Sky. I've experienced every single bug, error, glitch, problem that you could have, even during my streams. I've had the game quit. I've had the game glitch out. I've lost things. I've just had a horrible time. I'm a realistic person, though, and I realize I bought into the hype. Now, I know this video is going to make me very unpopular with some people, but honestly, I just want to understand what you're thinking. Sway me to your point of view in a logical and coherent manner. I mean, I know you're already angry about the game. I'm not trying to make you angry. I just want you to tell me what you're thinking. Hello Games lied to all of us repeatedly about many, many points. They told us DLC would be free and then reversed it after we purchased it. They did a lot of shady business practices, but in the US, when you're out of the refund period and you have a problem, and we all have a collective problem, it's a class action lawsuit, not a mass exodus to Steam to fill out refund requests and demand to tie up their support saying you have to talk to a live person in order to get it. Help me out here, guys. Tell me what you're thinking. I think it's just despicable to even try to do this at this stage in the game. I've got 30 something hours into No Man's Sky. I'm extremely disappointed in it. I bought into the hype. I bought the game. And I'm stuck with it. I'm aware of that. I'm keeping it. As you can see in the footage, I'm in it right now. That's proof. I'm proving to you that I have the game still. I'm not filing for a refund. I looked on Reddit and I saw where 2 days over the weekend people were requesting refunds, and then they stopped and said there will be no exceptions. And I looked on Reddit about 20 minutes ago and I saw where there's still people demanding that they get their money back. I just don't understand this. Why do you think you're deserving of a refund outside the refund policy, against the terms of the refunds? And what is this? I mean, help me out. Tell me what's going on here. What are you thinking? Is it that you are just so angry that you think I owed this? Because if that's the case, you're not. You made a purchase. You went beyond the terms of the refund policy and didn't bother to get a refund for whatever reason. Maybe you didn't have time, you whatnot. I'm not going to judge there. It didn't happen. So what do you do now? You do a class action lawsuit. I'm pretty sure there's probably going to be one. There just needs to be some lawyer to get interested in this. We got a shitty game that lacked the fundamental features we were promised. We got fucked. And excuse my language, but it's the most blatant example of it out there. This game was deceptive from day one. So what do we need to do? We need to realize that you can't trust Hello Games anymore and not buy any of their products. That sends a clear message. You request refunds, you demand that Steam personally handle your refund. You're involving Steam in this process, and that's not really gonna help anybody. There's better things they could be doing with their time. This is not their problem. You saw a cool video. I saw the same cool video. I bought the same game you did. I bought the same unfinished, hacked up lie that you bought. But I'm keeping it. Why am I keeping it? Because I paid for it. I didn't ask for a refund when I could have, because I'd hoped there would be patches. I'd hope it would get better. It hasn't. Still willing to give it a shot, and I do still intend to check out the mod community, see what we can do with maybe getting this game in some shape or form or whatnot. But I'm not going to ask for a refund. I'm not going to do that because, honestly, it's unethical. It really is. And if you are, without really showing me a valid reason, it makes me question your integrity as a person. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to put something over on them? Are you trying to make them pay? Help me understand. Maybe I wouldn't be so upset about this if I could hear in a civil manner from someone who feels that this is right. What makes you think that you deserve special treatment? Why are you a special snowflake? Tell me. I want to know, because I worked in the game industry many years ago, and broken promises are kind of part of the trade. I can tell you that as an insider. They screw their own people. They don't care. It's just a game all around. It's like, well, okay, it's worse than any other business I've been in. But I don't want to get into who I work for, what I did. If you know me, you know my story. But it's universal. They don't care about their own people, so they sure as heck don't care about you. The only thing they care about is money. So, how do you make them pay? You can't get a refund because, well, honestly, it shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't happen. You can't get at them directly. You can post negative reviews. You can tell all your friends your experiences. You can participate in any class action lawsuits that happen. You can do a lot of things to protest Hello Games, mainly not buying their product. And I don't recall who the publisher was on this, but they probably should fall in that same category where you just don't buy their stuff either. Now, we all bought this game because of E3 videos and trailers that we saw and whatnot. And okay, it looked cool. But now you did this with No Man's Sky. What's the next disaster, aka what is it? What's the next one going to be? Star Citizen? When that comes out, are you going to do the same thing? Play it for 100 hours and then demand a refund? Because if you do it on this one, I don't think they're going to let that happen. So you're kind of stuck with that one. So another easy way to make companies pay, don't pre-order. This pre-order gave you a crappy ship. So what was the point of it? We gave them money to commit to a number that they wanted to reach, and we thought we were getting something cool, and we got the shaft. Maybe with 6 months of intense development, this game might have turned out to be good, but it's just not there. I mean, I went to planet after planet after planet, and I saw the same thing over and over and over again. You can't tell me that makes you happy. We could have done the path to the center and saw what that was, but well, I got news for you. That wasn't any more exciting than any other part of this game. So what do you do to tell Hello Games you're unhappy? Boycott them. Send them letters. Tell them how unhappy you are. You're probably not going to get a refund now. It probably isn't going to happen. If it does, fine. But what kind of person does that make you for trying? If a class action lawsuit comes around for this, yeah, I'm getting in on it. Not because I'm a greedy bastard, but because I feel that I deserve that compensation for buying something that was falsely marketed and was an unfinished product. I don't think I deserve a refund. I don't like this game particularly. I don't like the company that put it together. But I bought it. I didn't ask for my refund when I needed to, so I own it. Big deal. I know it was expensive, $50-$60. Well, it serves me a lesson. I should not pre-order. I should not believe the hype. And for the PC people, you had an opportunity to watch playthroughs from the PS4 people who got it days in advance. And you should have realized it was trash. And I'm not saying that because I don't enjoy the game or I don't like the game. I hate to say it was rushed because it took so dang long to come out. but it feels rushed. There's nothing in here that was supposed to be the way we expected it to be. It's like almost a bait and switch. But you know what? That's not Steam's problem. All they did was put the game out there and say, hey, you want to buy this? And we all said yes. So, I know a lot of you are probably angry at me for questioning what you did and what you're trying to do. And I really just want you to talk to me. Tell me what's on your mind. I mean, I see a lot of people on Reddit that are just filled with ire and hate, and I get that. I really do. But I like to maybe open the floor to discussion because I'm curious. Tell me why you think you deserve a refund after the 2 weeks, after the 2 hours. And if you're within that 2-week period and you haven't played it more than 2 hours, you know what? Get your refund if you want to. You are entitled. But Steam has never been unclear on their refund policy. Well, recently. You know what it was when you bought it. You agreed to the terms when you bought it. So, I mean, is this just you feeling comfortable, I don't know, lying about your reasons? I know you're mad. I'm not entirely happy either. But, I mean, really, it's kind of what you're doing, isn't it? You're not being honest, and you're expecting someone to cater to you. Unless my view on what you're trying to accomplish is skewed, that's how I perceive it. So I think you can understand why I'm not pleased to hear the gaming community as a whole who bought into this game acting like this. Because to me, it kind of makes me feel like you guys are acting like a bunch of 3-year-olds. It's all me, 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 and I'm going to get this no matter what. Well, tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me why. I mean, I don't want to generate a video with a ton of dislikes just because I said things that made you angry. I want you to explain to me what you're thinking. I have my way of thinking about it. This is my opinion. I wanted to know your opinion. So tell me. I'm always open to hear what you're thinking, what you guys are going along with this game. How do you justify what you're doing? And what about the people who aren't requesting refunds? You know, what's stopping you from doing it? Are you totally pleased with the game? Or are you like me and just say, I bought it, I'm stuck with it, make the best out of it? You know, I see a lot of videos that were up earlier today about this, and most of them were talking about the people who were requesting the refunds and not enough about, you know, the people who didn't, or the people who did and why. I get the why, so we don't have to go into the, well, it's an unfinished game, yada yada yada. We know of that. But personally, why do you think you deserve a refund? Why do you think you don't? I'd really like to have some discussions about that. I'd like to hear your opinions. I'm just kind of curious. But as it stands right now, I think it's pretty despicable to try to coerce Steam to give you your money back when you played a game for 100 hours and then decided, nah, this isn't for me. I knew in the first couple of hours this game was going to be a struggle. And I continued to play it for 18 more hours. But by then, I'd already gone over a couple hours. The idea of a refund never occurred to me. So why would it occur to you guys who have also played it extensively? So I just trying to get my head around that, and I'd like to know in a calm and logical manner, because I don't want to start a shouting match or an argument that's not going to get anything accomplished anywhere. But, you know, what are you thinking? Coerce me and the other people to think the way you do by presenting a logical argument. If you just scream about it, everybody's just going to think you're crazy and nobody's going to get anything out of it. So, talk to me, guys. What's going on? What are you thinking? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me why I'm wrong. Or tell me I'm right. And if you agree with me, tell me why you agree with it. What do you agree with? But I'm going to end this now. But I just had to get that off my chest. I'm keeping the game. I don't like it. I really didn't like it after the first. Well, I did, I think, 13 videos on this. Some were 2-3 hours long. I'd say by the fourth video, I was pretty much done with this game. I kept going because I thought maybe I'd find a point where it was entertaining. And maybe that's why you guys didn't get it in the first 2 hours. I got some really crappy planets when I started. And I didn't actually get into a point where I could actually take a look around for maybe 5 hours. I was too busy fighting within 5 minutes of dying every planet I landed on. So I kind of get that in this case. Maybe it did need a longer refund policy. But who knows? The only person that can say how you feel about it is you. So you tell me how you feel. And with that, I'm going to close it here. And I've got some other videos to make, and I've got to clean up something with the contest. There will be links in the rest of the videos with the contest sign-up information. So you can sign up for the $20 Steam gift card. Hey, maybe it'll take some of the sting out of No Man's Sky if you win the contest. I don't know. It's 20 free bucks. Sign up for it if you like. But just go ahead and tell me what you think. And I will catch you guys later. I'm going to end this now.